Welcome to the GDevelop 5 game development stream, and in this video we are going to be working on our leaderboard system again. So in the last video, when we tried to implement the leaderboard, we were facing some problems with arrays in GDevelop, and today I would like to see what our script, that is what our script on the server is actually returning to us. Last time I checked and it seems that it's returning null values to us. So let me check today what is going on there. So I have opened the database, and in this I will simply type the command select star from users, right? And this will give us all the rows in our database, in our table. So it returned us 15 rows, and you can see that we have only 2 rows where the no, we have 4 rows where the points and coins fields are mentioned, and in all the rest of them they are null, right? And you can also see that the rows which we created from inside gdevelop, from inside our game, do not have all these values: bullet firing, cooldown, attack power, and so they are all null, and this should not be the case. What I would like to do is, when we are creating a new account from within our game, I would like to uh, save I would like to put default values in the database for these variables, for these fields, right? I mean, these are many fields which I have, and I want to put some default values in them rather than null, because this null can create a lot of problems. So we have a very convenient script in our server, and that script is, let me show you, update game values. So let me actually open the program, update game values, and open it with notepad plus plus. So you can see that in update game value we are giving, I mean, this script is receiving all the variables from the many variables from the game, not all, or not all of them, but all the important ones which need to be saved. So we are receiving all these from inside the game, and then this script is saving them, updating these values in the table. So what I would like to do is, when we are creating a new account in gdevelop, I would like to send the default values of those variables to this script, so that this script can update the user's record with the default values, right? So I will go to create account request, and you can see that we are sending one request to the server, right? And so that is okay. But if we send two requests, what if when the user clicks on proceed, right? Or you can also say that here only, after, before we send, but if we do that, then that will be a big problem. So we have to do it in a way which is, yeah, after we send the first request to create the account, and then we parse the result, why don't we send another request to update game values? So let me simply copy this one and paste it here, and I will double click on it to open it, and instead of add user data, I will simply type update game values.php. And what is the update game values script demanding from us? The update game value script wants username and password, of course, and points, coins, bullet firing cooldown, and all these. So let's give it all these, uh, you know, values. You can actually, we are sending username and password, and we also want to send points, right? It is a global variable. String is points a string, but we have to send a string here, so it will be typecasted to string, so it's okay, there is no problem with that. And type points here, not profile picture, points, and then paste once more and call it coins, and coins, and paste once more and call it bullet firing cooldown. Bullet firing cooldown, and here also uh, yeah. And after bullet firing cooldown we need attack power stage 1 unlocked and stage 2 unlocked. So it's going to take some time. Attack power, attack power. I wonder if I have the variable with this name. It will not tell me if I do or not. I will check it later. Profile picture. I need stage 1 unlocked, and I need stage 2 unlocked. And now I need max health, health upgrade cost, and damage upgrade cost. First max health. Max health, max health, and now I need a health upgrade cost, health upgrade cost, upgrade cost, and I need damage upgrade cost, and attack speed upgrade cost. And after that I will need uh, health upgrade indicator animation number, damage upgrade indicator animation number, and attack speed upgrade indicator animation number. So let me get these and put them here. I need health upgrade indicator animation number, and I have to type that same thing here. Health upgrade indicator animation number, and I also need damage upgrade indicator animation number, damage upgrade indicator animation number, right? Damage upgrade indicator animation number, damage upgrade indicator animation number, okay, that's good. And attack speed upgrade indicator animation number, attack speed upgrade indicator animation number. Attack speed upgrade indicator animation number, right? And you have to be careful about the spelling here, and I will check if I have written correctly or not. So it will be a post request, and this we have to change the scene variable because we can't put both the responses in the same variable. So I will make another variable, JSON response from server, and I will call it next JSON response from server. And you can also uh, add one more thing, but I don't think it's necessary. Just keep it empty and choose next JSON response from server, and I will click on OK, and I will simply check. Okay, I can see the whole request here, so I can check it easily. I will go to my global variables, and I will see that whether I have used camel case on all of the variable names or not. So max health upgrade cost, damage upgrade. Yeah. So it looks okay. So we will get back something. You can parse it or not parse it. I think I will parse it. So let me do the parsing also. Copy this one and paste it here, and double click on it, and you will parse the next JSON response from server, right? Not the JSON response, because we have already parsed that. And I need another variable to store the parsed data, and I will simply make one next JSON object and leave it empty. Click on apply and then choose it next JSON object and click on OK. So now we are sending two requests. One request is being sent to create the account, and the other request is being sent to update the default values in the account of the user. So I think we should check whether this script is properly working or not. And to do that, let me run the game from the main menu. So let's see. So I have created a new account by the username rhombusman1, and now I will check in my database if my account has been created and whether the default values have been updated in it or not. So I have this rhombusman1, and you can see that my account is created, and I also have some default values here like points and coins and bullet firing cooldown, and all the default values are here, right? So I think that is very good. And so that's okay, that's working. So we wrote this uh, properly without any spelling error. So I will put the source on GitHub. You can download it from GitHub from the description. and so that is working. So now let me, I had some problem when I was fetching the leaderboard. It was not being fetched properly. So let me fetch it again from Postman, not from within gdevelop, because in Postman we can see all the output, the whatever is echoed from the server, but in gdevelop or any other application which we are developing ourselves won't be able to display as the what display all the things which the server is echoing back to us, right, which the server is returning to us. So let's do that. I will fetch the global leaderboard, and in the body section I have a username and password. So let's fetch it, although yeah, let's fetch it, let's see what happens. Oh no, did not get any response. I got some response, but you can see that everything is null, 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 null. Everything is null, and it shouldn't be null. So I will go to my simply go to my script, fetch global leaderboard, and it. What are we doing wrong here? Nothing seems to be wrong. Oh yeah, there is one thing which is very wrong. We have not executed the statement. That's why we are not getting any result in the first place, and all our workarounds were correct. Let's send the request now. That this should work. Oops. Oh no, I have written it wrong. So let me check if it is deployed. It is deployed. Let me run it again. So I actually have array length of 5 this time, although still it is not sending me any array at all. So this means we are getting something, right? But it's still not sending me the, you know, actual records, actual values. And to do that, let me again go here. And simply do for each. Or I can do the while also. This what I have already done it, and it's not working. Let me now check what I am doing in my local leaderboard. I'm doing it this way. Let me see if I'm getting any output in the local leaderboard. I'm getting an output, and so whatever I am doing in local leaderboard is working, so I will simply copy that. I am doing this and simply running a loop, a very simple one. And so that's what I will do here also. So that seems to be working. And again, I guess I will have to do the record counter is less than 5. Till that time I will simply row and dollar record counter should be the index, and I will copy from here and simply paste and increment record counter dollar record counter plus plus. Okay. This looks okay, this looks good. hmm let's now do that. Let's now push it to GitHub. So there it is. Let me go here. So it has built successfully, and I'm at my fetch global leaderboard, and I will now send. Now I am receiving what I should have received long ago. You can see that I am receiving an array and it has 5 different objects. So this statement is the good way, one way to do it, and correct also. What we should do now is change this up a little bit and do it the same way we are doing here. So what I will do is, although this is working, but that will also work. We will just have one object, and in that object I am simply putting a suffix to identify at which position which username is present, which record is present, and I'm putting it all in just one object, and I will simply echo that object, right? And let me now do it. I mean, push it to GitHub and then test it out in Postman to see if it is working or not. So it is working, and I mean it built. Let me do make a request from Postman. So it is working. I am receiving just one object signified by these curly brackets, and in that object I have everything, and it's not an array. So now we can process this object inside GDevelop